here. Your boy's here. Just had to do a little eating, man. Been a busy day. Man, it's been a real busy day, man. What's up with y'all? I thought I had this on here. It ain't showing. What's up, y'all? Trying to. Oh, here we go. Bomb and dial. Oh man, it's a commercial. Come on, when they try to get in my show, man. What's up, man? I'm here. Bear with me, man. The most realest show in cardio. I'm here eating a favorite dish of mine, huh? Those and the South know what time it is. That's how we keep the size on us, man. My Jamaican roots. What's up? I'm here. I get on the comments so I can see what's going on, man. Let's see. Here we go. Boom. How you get out of this? Your channel. Here we go. There they go. Block that. What's up, MBE? Shaving man with the 12th man. You be a boss for. What's up, baby boy? What's up? What's the boss hitting like, Shane? Let them know what you got in it. Let them know that he is the real Mexican. I got some crazy subscribers, man. The champ is here. Good evening, MB. Good evening, everyone. What's up, Doug? They chiming in. 34 watching. Live channel, boy. Get up there quick, dog. Mm. Tried to make it to the UPS store today to ship out 6 boxes, some product. They had an incident in UPS store. Uh, this is a big. Baby, turn that volume down. I don't know if they can hear that. They had a big incident. Turned down like 30 or something. Yeah, they had a big incident. I don't know what's going on. A lot of Georgia State patrols out there and a lot of stuff. So, it took me out. Mm. Mm. I know somebody goes, man, every time, man, this Jamaican restaurant, man. Jamaican, man. I'm part Jamaican, part Rasta. Hmm. What we got? I'm looking at reading the comments. I'm looking for these questions y'all got while I'm sitting there eating. I'm here. I'm gonna get what I'm talking about after I finish eating. Someone gonna say it's improper YouTube etiquette. And I'm gonna say you probably absolutely right. But this is what I do on my channel. I don't know. I do what I want to do. Uh-oh. There's a question right here. Just look like this, just launched. Hey, brother, getting dirty. Just launched my first car audio business. Jeff Adair. Well, I'm gonna give you a little success secret. I don't know if you doing installations and everything. Do not be like some shops and only install the stuff you sell. Because the world is trending a different way now. Social media is dictating a lot in cardio. It really is. Uh, Opinion, popularity, marketing ability is replacing truth fast. Personally, I don't think it's going to last long But it's evident. There's a lot of subwoofer companies that have made a name for themselves strictly on social media. And they're strong with it. Very, very strong with it. Untouchable. Have surpassed some of the olden boys. Max, uh, DB Drive, Massive. These guys have taken over the social media forum, and that's why people know about their product. Not saying it's not a good product. There's several of them got good products, and there's a couple that don't have good products, but they know how to use social media to their advantage. There's an old saying: you can have the best doodad doohickey there is. If no one knows, you could have a car that gives 100 miles to the gallon. You can have a car that runs off. What would make it real? Water. You can have a car that runs off water, dirty water at that. But if nobody knows you have it, it's worthless. If no one has, if that goes with anything in life, you can have the best whatever there is, gadget, doohickey. If nobody knows you have it, the man who has the worst gadget that everyone knows about will sell more than you. And that's what I'm seeing in the world today. Not necessarily saying that things have the worst, but there are some brands out there that their marketing ability, their ability to think business wise, has enabled them to vastly outgrow or get ahead of the fact that they actually have no performance in their subwoofer, other than it will give you bass. Okay, I'm finished eating. I know I'm gonna hit a diatribe on that somewhere in the comments somewhere. My loyal, my true fans are gonna say, "Hey man, that's the MBE. That's why we mess with him." I'm kind of like Donald, you know, baby. Kind of like Donald Trump a little bit. Hey, I'm gonna say and do whatever I'm gonna do. So I respected that man. Cause you ask him a question, you got to answer. You might not like the answer. You got one. Straightforward. We don't have that taking advantage of women thing in common. If that's true, I don't know. You get accused of a lot of stuff. Yeah, thank you, baby. You right, baby. That's but hey, Trump, do your thing, man. Do what you do, man. So look, defend yourself. Uh, you can come into you can take any subwoofer company. Again, let's look at the one I have on these tables. Then I get to some questions. See if you can find a question for me. But I get off my diatribe. This audio company here, Audio Legion, make great products. Very affordable. This company here, Audio Legion, he wasn't just designing, going for certain looks. He definitely wasn't just buying parts and buying open source parts and tooling them together and then called himself an engineer. He wasn't. Audio Legion went out of business for one reason. They had stellar products, baby. They, no marketing. No marketing. No way to get you, the masses, to know what he had. This woofer here that y'all screaming about, everybody's, in fact, I think in the 6.5 arena, let me tell you what was the very first, you're going to laugh. No, no, no. The 1506 was the true, uh, it's the hands down. I'll bring that down here so they can see that. Come down But this subwoofer was very, very costly, 6.5. So there was a guy who seen that there was a market for 6.5, aka Kevin, and he took an open source design, put his, actually, in my opinion, took his design with some different differences, and it was very, very successful. This is an Evil 6.5. This right here, man, that's Audio Legion sub. This is the Evil 6.5. Things went bad for Audio Legion, and they were bought out by Scar. That's why you see the mass exodus of their products. They were selling sub $69, $89. I mean, they were just getting off of probably losing, cutting losses, just pay the POs that they had purchased. But Audio Legion failed because of bad marketing. Several companies are on the brink of that right as well now, and they're starting to see that they got to get back in line. They got to catch up real quick with social media. So Jeff Adair just launched my first card to your business. If you are actually launching the traditional way with a shop in the store, I want you to understand: do not only install stuff that you sell. Like I review a lot of subwoofers on the channel, and some of the stuff I don't actually sell. That's why I don't pay the naysayers any mind when they say, he's a hype man. I'm not getting paid by Matt. Matt's been on the channel. I'm not getting paid by Massive. Massive is on the channel. These are subwoofers I've acquired on my own. I'm not getting paid by Triton Audio. Triton Audio, these woofers here, soon to be on the channel. I don't sell none of them, nor do I sell Audio Legion. Well, there's no sense in me really marketing too much Audio Legion stuff because it is over. Only thing I would hope that will happen with Audio Legion, since it's bought out by Scar, is that you would actually take the engineering, whether it's one person, two, or whoever. I'm pretty sure you guys got one or two. It's a small company. Take that guy and help develop and strengthen your products with that acquisition. Bring on their know-how, and Kevin and Scar start revamping and coming out with some better products. Should you? That's just is a lot of people compare Scar to Sundown, and they keep missing one key thing. Let's just look at the 8. Scar's got 2 8s, the ZVX 8 and the Evo 8, which used to be the MA 8. Rebabs a different basket. There has been 3 X8 revisions. Now they're coming up on 4. There has been 3 SA revisions, SA8 revisions. There have been 6 E8 revisions. And you still only got 2 subs. The ZVX, I think 2013, 2014, that's a 9-year-old sub. So when y'all ask me to review it, I'm like, why? When y'all ask me to review it, first thing comes to mind, I'm not in a hurry to even get to it because by the time I get to it, it should be getting replaced. The technology in it is 10 years old. We wake up in tomorrow, not yesterday. So with the acquisition that they have attained by buying Audio Legion, I hope that you take some of the performance that they had in their products. They had a quick boost in 2014, 2015, whatever. And then for some reason, he just can't even call his name. For some reason, he just went away from marketing himself. He had a good product, but nobody knew he had it, and he folded. Marketing. Sometimes companies can fail because and this is the thing. You're gonna become a dealer, Jeff Adair. I'm pretty sure you got some brands you're gonna sell. But in today's world, the consumer has changed. Most consumers just don't wake up on Saturday morning and go travel around to a shop. Consumers today shop by using this right here. This is how they shop. Hmm? Am I lying? This takes you to the mall. It pays your mortgage, pays your car note. You can watch your son. I can look at my son in this room. I can look outside. All from right here. I can do everything. This is a personal assistant. This thing does everything. When I'm interested and thinking about getting something, whatever I need from the home and the office, first thing I'm gonna do is look and find out where it's at. So marketing, where is it? How much does it cost? Then I'm gonna look at something that, and that's how I've got the strength that I have now. And I thank y'all for valuing my opinion. You want to look at the reviews. You're gonna look at the stars. If somebody is, wait man, this is the thing about marketing. The trick, particularly for you guys who want to start a YouTube channel. As long as somebody is talking about you, you will have success. Let me say that again real slow. As long as somebody is talking about you will have success. As soon as you get anyone to talk about you, other than you, that's not related to you, and is not a friend, you have gained success. Marketing, bloggers, reviewers. You know, when you go to Amazon, you see them 4, 5, 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. My wife won't buy none less. How many stars you gotta have?
I prefer 4.5, but sometimes I'll settle for 3.5, 3,
Depending on what it is.
depending on what it is.
So she's valuing the value that consists of the stars. The stars actually speaking for her. That's what I do. I'm a blogger. People come to my channel. Uh, Manufacturers come to his channel, and they want to see what he's talking about. What are people's thoughts on what he's saying? And I'm giving you exposure. Good or bad, it helps you. Even if I call yourself with a doo-doo, it helps you. Because some people might look at the doo-doo and say, well, shoot, that's what I want to pay. Maybe he don't know what the hell he talking about. I'm interested in that. Oh, I like it. Any kind of exposure helps you in marketing. Any kind of exposure. You prefer good exposure. Good exposure. But as long as they're talking about you, you're doing something. So by only selling the brands that you sell inside your shop, people are not gonna trust you that much. Yes, you're gonna make your most money off of it because you sell it, true enough.
But they might not come back.
But they might not come back because my channel is gonna tell them, hey man, there might be other stuff out there. I have told them that you can't say, Jeff, in your shop, yeah, this is the best out there, because they gonna say, of course you're gonna say that. If they're a proponent of my channel, they say, of course you're gonna say it's the best out there. You gotta keep what?
The lights on.
You gotta keep the lights on. Cause MB always says there is no best, except it may be in this case right here. This may be the best subwoofer out. Cause in this category, there's no. I'm in this category. And some of them I sell, some of them I don't. In his category, he sets himself apart. He sets himself apart from all others. Period. He is bigger, just size wise. He is bigger than all others. Cone wise, ex mechanical, he's bigger than all others. So if you only sold him, people only value wouldn't really value your opinion because you're only talking about one thing. It behooves you to talk good about your product. You'd be a fool to talk bad about your product. But you're supposed to talk good about whatever you sell. Especially if you're a manufacturer. But as a shop owner, your loyalty is to yourself first. You must do installs and sell product. But you can gain trust there if people can come to your shop and know that if I bought this stuff from wherever they got it from, can you put it in? You say yes, I'll put it in. However, you will not pay the same labor rate as others because you didn't buy it from me. Anybody can understand that. Makes sense. If you come in here with a brand new subwoofer, amp, sub, speaker, box, whatever, and say, hey, I need you to put this stuff in for me. You say, okay, I'm gonna put the stuff in, but of course I don't offer no warranty because you didn't get it from me, and I must penalize you for not getting it from me. So I'm gonna charge you this labor rate because I gotta make my money too because I have to keep the lights on. That's where I feel the car dealer industry is going. Consumers are buying this stuff. The do-it-yourself crowd is bigger, but they're not do-it-yourself. Some like most of my subscribers, they actually do-it-yourself. Some are do-it-yourself, putting in building. Well, most times if they can put it in themselves, if they can put it in themselves, then they'll build a box. Sometimes they come in and say, "No, nah, I don't want to build a box. 'Cause I'm not gonna buy all the tools, and I don't want to build it that many times to get it perfect. I want it perfect the first time out." And that's when they buy. That's when they hire a box builder. I don't have time for that part. I'm already taking several weekends installing myself, but I ain't got time to build a box and keep building boxes, learning by trial and error to get the port and the volume right and the scenes right and the beautify. I just go ahead and just pay somebody one time, get it done because I'm more into listening to my music than the actual keep changing stuff in and out, which is where you buy a box builder like myself. Cause this is what I do. I build boxes with all these subwoofers. You see this thing back here? I built this. I built this bookshelf. Getting to these bookshelf designs. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's two DD 6.5 and two DD AT 20s, two eights. These got surprisingly got some bass. That's a real surprising bass, and it's just two 6.5. Two 6.5s in the box. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all that. Let me show y'all that. Let me see. Let me cut this subwoofer off. Uh huh. Hold on. Okay, subwoofer off. Now watch this. Let me see if I can get this thing to work right here. This is what I do. I build boxes for anything. This is 6. This is a mid base build right here. Let's go. What's that? What's that song right here? Yeah, yeah. Let's go right here. This is just a 6.5 in a box with a 3-inch port. Let's see if y'all can hear it. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. What is it on 35, baby? Turn to 40. You turn to 35, turn to 40. Take that. Turn to 40. Yeah, 40. I just 6.5. Can y'all hear that? Let me know if y'all can hear it. Let me know if y'all can hear that, man. That's what I do, man. I put some 6.5 in the box. Mid bass. Yeah. Let me know if y'all can hear that, homie. Baby, really get the comments from me, baby. Yeah. Oh, somebody asked about this question right here. Let me get this. Somebody asked me, man, is how can you bring output coming from a side port before a sound like I got from you versus one port face forward the between with the port facing forward in between the 4.8s. It's just differences. I don't do under seat boxes. I don't do 4.8s with the under seat. Under seat boxes 4.8s with the port in the middle of a truck box under seat. I ain't gonna do it because I'm not gonna get into it. I think you can't tune it. It's not gonna be tuned low. I don't care who does it. I'm not gonna change that. I do the side five port so the cross section area can stay the same throughout. Now in the mega cab build, it's just depending on what I'm doing. Does it make it any louder facing up or to the side? Nah. Nah, it's just if I want to get a certain port area. If I want to get a certain port area for two, I'll put the port in the middle. If I'm running four, I'm gonna put the port to the side so the box will be bigger. Because in a mega cab, if you put the port in the middle, you putting two pieces of wood in the box because the port has to do an L. When you put two pieces of wood inside the box, you are getting less volume than if you put the port on one side and just put one piece of wood in the box. By putting two pieces of wood in the box, you eat up more of the box volume. You actually get more volume. And if you're using 4/8, you want to get the biggest volume you possibly can, not the least volume you possibly can. You want to get the biggest you possibly can because you're running four in pretty much the same space. So I put four on top and shoot off to the side so I can get more volume. Remember with MB, it's all about performance. I don't care nothing about no looks. It's all about performance. Always about performance. Box volume and size. It also depends on what subwoofers you use. See, some of y'all think, because I get this when people ask me with their boxes, man. They say, man, I bought a box for you. What subwoofer can I put in besides that? That's on you. That's on you, because I took the time to design the port area and my knowledge of your vehicle for that box that I built you. Now, if you want to pop it out and put something that's in there to save you a couple of dollars, I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna say it's gonna perform the same. Sundown's like 16 square inch support area. Scars don't. Just using that as an example. I can make a scar perform too. I have built boxes of scar ZVX12s, VXF12s, and the ZVX. They don't like 16 square inch support area. They can't feel it. Fatten that fix. So one subwoofer them, you could put them in the same box, and it might sound good, but it was designed for another box because of the port area and the box volume too as well. Okay, now let's go. Now, as far as metering, some people say that the metering firing to the side and hitting the load off the walls is gonna make it meter better than firing it up in the center. Uh, that's any vehicle application is gonna change. If I build a box, hand me that box right there, baby. I'm giving a good example. So some of y'all think when you see somebody like none of us in sound, man, or this is the way. That's why there's no such thing as a perfect subwoofer. This period, there's no such thing as a perfect subwoofer. So look at this box right here. What's the minimum height for a box for two sundown S18? Probably 10 inches, bro. I don't know. That's kind of a weird question. What's the minimum height for the box for two sundown 10s? It got to be 10 inches. I don't get that question there. Okay, look. So this is a box, 6.5 inch box. Y'all gonna hit perform. If I put this box in my truck, it's gonna have a SPL score, depending on where I put it at. Whether I face it toward the meter, face it toward the driver's side, face it toward the passenger side. Now I take this same box and put it inside my Sun F-150. Face it toward the truck, face it the passenger side. It's gonna do a different score. It can also do a different score in the same vehicle, in the same type vehicle, side by side. It can. Sound, you cannot predict sound. That's why you should run away from guys that tell you, man, if I'm building this box for you, you're gonna hit this score. I can tell you this, if I build a box for you for 2/8, how much power you say you're gonna put on it? And you're gonna do this, I said, okay, yeah, I know you're gonna be over 130, but I can't tell you exactly where you're gonna be. Or I want one guy messaged me and I don't know, I didn't pay no more attention to him. He he I want to do a 150 with four something. I don't even respond to guys like that. Most times they just talking. The rest of the time it's just height, and I ain't got time for height, and I ain't got time for conjectural stuff. There's no way I can predict. You cannot. I'm never gonna tell you I'm gonna build you this. You're gonna hit this score. I do not know. I know the boss is gonna do his job and it's gonna be tuned the way it's supposed to be. That I do know. Anything else is just conjecture. In my opinion, they feel they just trying to sell you a box. I do know it takes a certain amount of box volume for a subwoofer to perform. I know that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let me see. A lot of bottom end coming through there. Yeah, the 271 in a little single cab mini truck. The 269 have more coronary. Uh, DS18s doo doo chocolate or somewhere in the middle. The DS18 8s, I had them on the channel. Which ones I had? I had the red ones on the channel. They were. You remember them, baby? They were. Well, the design. No, I don't have them over there. The design is original. I think they did pay for that basket. Not 100% sure. DS18. I can't recall that. I can't recall the sound quality. I know it didn't. I know they didn't make it to the truck. So they anything can make bass. It's just the quality of the bass. Indigenous goat. If I buy a percent from you, how you gonna buy me? I don't see audio control, but it's good stuff. You can preset the settings, or I do a new professional installer to set it for me. If you don't know how to do it, I would suggest you get a professional installer because that's what's giving the epicenter a lot of bad rap. People don't know how to set it. They turn it out the wrong way, or when they after they set it, it's getting this full signal. They don't have an enclosure that's correct for where they have told this machine to process and restore, and so it gets a bad rap. You need to have a professional installer, in my opinion, set it for you. You do. And if I didn't build your box, you don't have the rest of the system. Now you can't set it for me and I just turn and say, hey, this is what it is. Cause I need to know something about the acoustics of your vehicle too, to know how to set that thing. It's just two knobs, but boy, it messes up people a lot. I had one guy message, he said, man, it's a woofer cooker. Every time I use it, I burn up subs. I've been using it for years. I ain't never burned up subs. Not one time. I almost killed some from over excursion, and they tell you they're gonna do that because they're gonna restore some notes that if your box ain't tuned low enough, that woofer is going to dance. That boy is finna come up out of that box for real, for lack of pressure. Now, you did build my first box, and I have one on order from you now. Yeah, but I don't see an epicenter. I don't see audio controls. I don't know. I would like to see audio controls. But I don't see audio control. I think the only thing I said, reason my audio control did come out with an 8. The sound quality 8. Some people have messaged me and say, what do I think about it? I said, man, it's only 300 watts on mess, $199. He's not trying to go out of super 8. He's trying to offer you something. And some people say, well, they should have never went into that and stayed in the signal processing game. But I'm gonna tell you something else. Uh, a lot of technology has been copied and duplicated. So now audio controls, as they want to survive, whoever the original owner is, he wants to survive. He has to morph and offer more products because the landscape of car audio has changed a lot. People are doing things differently. Like I say with consumers, people are buying things now over their phone. They want to come to YouTube or any other social media site and figure out if what I'm thinking is correct, and if they look at somebody who they trust talking about their product that they're looking at, then chances are they're probably gonna buy it. And that's how it works, marketing. Can you suggest a setting? No, you can't suggest a setting, bro. Nah, you can't just suggest a setting. If you ain't got the PFM chip in this factory, then leave them right at 12 o'clock. But if you get in the box with me, you can change either one of them for real. If you got the factory PFM chip set in the 12, your box will really come alive. You change that PMF chip to 20. I need to release that video tomorrow to a 200 or 25, so it can drop down even lower and restore some lower frequencies. But now I'm just honest with you, man. And you can you could have texted me this. So I don't know why if I'm getting the box with you now, you could have texted me this. Why are you doing this here? Confused. I really am. Okay. Most of the time these people on these lives, these people that ain't got a box. And a couple of haters spring in every now and then. They gonna be in there too. Okay. Okay, good evening. What TS parameters should you look at to determine if a particular cell will play an enlarged enclosure? other than just looking at the manufacturer recommendations. Thanks in advance. It all depends. High QMS, large enclosure. Big vast, large enclosure. Uh, mm, QMS, big vast. That ain't got nothing to do with it. That ain't got nothing to do with it either. Just them two right there. The vast and the QMS mechanical. They'll let you know what size box roughly you can put in. But y'all, what gets me, and this is what my challenge is about, and I think this is why manufacturers that I represent like me. Your question here lets me know that you get your information from people that probably ain't got no system. Your question says, good in, what test parameters should you look at to determine if a particular subwoofer will play in a large enclosure other than just looking at the manufacturer recommendations? Why would you not trust the manufacturer? For number one, you don't have a subwoofer company. Because if that's the case, you wouldn't have bought one. You would have engineered and made one. Or if you didn't couldn't engineer and make one, which means you come up from scratch, you would design one based on what you know. Like I can design a subwoofer. I can go to Lord Base and other places and buy certain parts and put it together, and I pretty much know, okay, it needs to be in a big box. Now, what size big box? Whether the, what's I mean, because big box, what do you mean? 5 cube big box or 7 cube big box? Do you mean 3 cube big box? And also, big box in relation to what? The size of the driver. So I can design one, but since I'm not engineering, and engineering means they take it from a, like I say, they take a blank sheet of paper and they come up with they decide this is what I want the sub to do. In order for it to do this, I may have to manufacture or engineer, not using open source tools, but I'm gonna come up with the dies. I'm gonna make the components. I'm gonna come up with the wine and height. I'm not gonna buy nothing pre-made. I'm going to engineer it to perform this way. Now, if you was to do that, then you could then I can understand your question. But if you buy a subwoofer from someone else, you need to stay close to the manufacturer's recommendation because they just did everything I just told you about. And stop listening to people say, "Oh man, no, you need to put them in this size box." I just want to ask you, when somebody tell you something like that, why are you listening to them and they actually live up the street from you or they know you and they don't own a subwoofer company either? Whether it's a chocolate subwoofer company who engineers or a doodle who just designs. Remember, I told you, even the big boys, some of the big boys, they use open source designs too, and just design the subwoofer because it's not a high margin. It's not something they really want to flesh out, but they want to get in it. They'll use an open source design so they'll have a product in it, and they'll design the soft parts, but they didn't engineer the sub. And then on some points, like for instance, J Audio. J Audio used stamp baskets on a double one WO W1 W3 series subwoofer. Common open source too, stamp basket. Ain't nothing magical about it. But they designed the soft parts. They designed that subwoofer to pay to CL expectations. Now when you move up to the W7 and W6 and TW5, now you get to the engineered and designed subwoofer. We had an idea what we wanted the sub to do, so we engineered it and designed it to look a certain way, and then they manufactured it. That's different. So even big manufacturers use design and engineering at the same time. Digital designs are the same thing. When you get to the hand built subs, it's engineered and designed. When you get the 600 series, no, not the 600. 600 series is engineered too. That's their own part to it. When you get the red line series subs, it's just designed. It's just stuff that it has design characteristics that they look for in a larger subwoofers, but on a smaller scale. Digital design does the same thing. Come TV Drive, another brand I sell. This is an open source design. There's no engineering in this. This is open source design. It's common. It's being you can pretty much see it being used in different brands. Same basket. They designed the saw parts, but the basket's the same. Some of them look dealing increasing the motor structure, but you're only gonna get so much throw out that basket. You're gonna do so much with it from that spot of landing to the here. So they designing these subs. Then when you get to the G7, it's engineered and designed. I made that comment. I made that video and got that video got some people saying it wasn't even directed at them. It wasn't because this video was directed at manufacturers. Carl to me is a designer. He ain't engineering nothing. There's nothing proprietary on nothing. Not one in his design. Nothing proprietary. It's all open source. It's a design. He should be designed to solve parts a certain way to get you the performance. Or he could just find out, hey man, what's going on? Does it work? Does it give him bass? Yeah, put my name on the dust cap. All these subwoofers do I call you chocolate doodoo, they're gonna give you bass. And someone made a comment said, man, 30 hertz is 30 hertz, whether it comes from a woofer that costs $40 or one that costs 400 or one that costs 4,000. And I'm gonna say yes, 40 hertz is 40 hertz. Whether you spend $40, 40 hertz, $400, or 4,000. The output and the clarity of that is going to change whether you spend $40, 400, or 4,000. Fat and that fix. True. I'm trying to find some of this analogy. This similar. They're similar. But I can't think of it right now. Okay, I get some more questions. Hope I'm answering these questions. If your box tuned to 30 hertz, is it worth having? All depends on what kind of music you listen to. I think 30 hertz is a good tune for country music. Maybe some hip hop every now and then. Love those A series components. Did you hear him? Blake, check it out. Let you hear it again. Watch this. While I look for another question. Let Blake them A series something. Yeah. 1% miles. Space button goes are the most important things to know. Yeah, and the space you have for a box. Okay. What do you think about the B2 audio ride? I think that's that. Let me tell you something. I think. What do you think about the B2 Audio Ride 7.5? I'm gonna say y'all something. I understood this. I ain't gonna never change it. I do not like full bridge amps on subwoofers. Number one. Number two, I know all technology is going to full bridge. I know this. That kicker 2400 KXA 2400.1 amp that's out is full bridge. It's a full bridge topography. You like kicker, but you don't. I like kicker. I don't like full bridge amps on sub. I ain't gonna change this because I said kicker. Y'all think you gonna trick me into something? Come on, man. Come on with them high school games, man. I still don't like full bridge amps on the sub. I'm not gonna buy a kicker 2400.1 to pull on the sub. Well, I'm about to get one to see how it sound. I did say I'm about to get one. I'm about to get one to see how it sound. To see if it's gonna meet my level of deafness because I listen to my bass. Because I know when any systems you buy, all the ingredients are key. But your amplifier to me is key as well. I'm listening to my amplifier. I like good, clean, heavily damped amplifiers, half bridge. I have not heard a full bridge amp that I like. Now, Kicker has released this KXA. It's a full bridge amp. I'm gonna see if I like it. I know B2 Audio. Me and Jay Home and I have talked about that months ago. He said, "Man, this is you got to try." I forgot what amp series he told me. And I was like, "Man, okay, I'll try it. I ain't tried it yet." But I'm gonna try it here because my first statement has to be qualified by my second statement. My first statement is I do not like full bridge amps on subwoofers. The second statement is full bridge amps is the way of the future. That's where everybody goes. Mm-hmm. So what you gonna do? Wait till they perfect it. I said that. Are JL HD amps full bridge? I think some of them are. Uh, I'm not sure. I need a box for my Acura. Well, text me, man. Text me, my brother. Let's see if I can go back up here and find some more questions. Have you seen Ronnie Smith's video when he has two six? I know Ronnie Smith, yeah. in the 6 order box and it's medium 150. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's a special kind of box though. You definitely ain't fitting that under your seat, Mr. McDonald. That's called a Series Tune 6 order. Look at the box. It's a very big box. And it doesn't do 150s on music now. It does 140s, 4s, or 6s on music, I believe. Series Tune 6 order. Very, very large box. Wouldn't if you try to scale that up and go to 8s, it would be bigger than the 6.5 box. 12s you couldn't even get in the vehicle if you try to scale that box up. But it's Ronnie like it's other boxes I haven't shown y'all that I can do. Like some when y'all hear this, they're gonna be like, man, this box you actually built a box 233 hertz with and it's point 0.4. This box is point 0.4. You can hear it start to take my bass. You can hear it right now. Already resonating. Because it's a resonator. We know how to play with the resonation. And that's what Ronnie Smith is doing. You're not going to take any 6.5. Well, nah, he can put, I don't know if you know this, Clint, he can put any 6.5 and 8 he put inside that box does a 150. Some do 153, 151, just that another, but anything he put inside that box does a 150. Playing with resonation. That's what the box builders do. I don't know if he didn't got into selling that design or building for others, but yeah, he might one day. He might come out and start. As I know, he won't sell nobody that design. Did you see the Sundown video with the new X8 Pro for an hour straight? Man, you late. I've been seeing that video. Yeah, I like it. I'm waiting for it to come out. They say next year. We'll have to wait to see. I expect big things from him. He played for hours straight. Like Kicker played 100 hours straight on that Solo X right there. Yeah. Need some more epicenter. I'm gonna get some more epicenter videos for y'all. Oh, let y'all hear this while I wait for the next question. Yeah, Ronnie a fool in them boxes, man. And he'll beef with them, man. When I was doing the 8s on YouTube, Ronnie was messing with them 6.5. He had at one time he had 4 Sundown X8 V2 6.5s, 24 something. He had a white and blue car. It was wild. It was big. Atlanta, Georgia. What's up, Nard? Mr. B is one DD7 Series T, Series 18 M2 and one of your 8 knots. I don't know what you talking about, man. And an M2000 and one of your 8 knotted. Yeah, well, whenever you ready. I don't know what you're talking about there. I can't understand your question there, man. Okay, let's see. Could you build a box for 6 1506s and a 2021 Silverado? 6. Yes. 6 can fit in there correctly. 2021, yes, because 2021, you don't even need a seat lift. 6 can fit in there with the necessary volume that's needed, and it will sound incredible. Be way louder than 4, in my opinion. But yes, I could do that. Let me let y'all hear another song that hit large. Check this out. Crazy. That's just these 2 things right here. That's not this. So y'all know. That's not that. We'll just like put something in so y'all know. Ain't no L. Ain't nothing here. It's crazy, ain't it? It's a ported box. Watch this. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Yeah. These are business how I run my truck right here. Crystal. Business how I run 8 series, man. And VOs. Match all the way? Yeah, I like match, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear this thing here shortly. Where it's at. I think for the price, this is crazy. I think this might be Not in a super 6.5. Well, listen, this is the only. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. People know I don't care anyway. There's no other 6.5 in his class. Period. This is the king. There is no other 6.5, and you can't beat him on throw. You can't beat him on nothing. Everything is large. This thing's got a motor the size of some eights. Honestly, uh, uh, it's a lot of eights that got this motor. This. He ain't nobody in his class. So nobody in his class, his price is justified. All right. Now, with that being said, and that's my take on it. In his class, for the for the performance you're gonna get out of this, at $150 is a steal. This is match 6.5. This is a steal. This is a steal. It's comparable to he has increased the performance of this, even over the of any of these on the table. Look, that he yeah yeah that's a steal. That is a this boy is a steal. I'm curious about what this thing's gonna do. Triton Audio, they now this what gets me with Triton. They say this thing's got a 3-inch voice cord. It does not. You got a 3-inch voice cord with a 6-inch open. This thing does not have a 3-inch voice cord, y'all. It has a 2-inch voice cord. I'm scared of companies that don't when they bring something out, their parameters and their specs ain't right. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. That's why y'all ain't seen the Nimbus audio sub up here yet. Cause I done found them wrong twice. Twice I done my wife laughing. First I get the subwoofer for the Nimbus Audio 8T out the box. It said it got an 8-inch cutout. It does not have an 8-inch cutout. Number one, does not have an 8-inch cutout. That leads me, man, you don't know what size sub you got to cut out? And then it ain't nowhere near 8-inch cutout. That's what really make me mad. It ain't nowhere near 8. It ain't even 8.79. The thing is 7.5 inches. Then I get another one. They say 7.5 inches. The hectic and the cutout on that joke is not 7.5 inches. Cutout on that joke is 7.25. Like the sun down and everybody else. So I'm like, well, wait a second. You made the subwoofer, you don't know what the cutout is? That ain't a good look for me. So with this, only thing I got against them, I found the TS parameters, is that you said even when you write in the description, you said it's got a 3-inch. It's a handsome driver. Definitely like the fact that you put these OFC tensor leads on it. Make it look, it's trying to make it look sellable. I can also I like that part, but when you don't know what size voice cord you got on your own subwoofer, how am I supposed to how I'm supposed what I'm supposed to do? You ain't checked that and you selling the jumper? Ain't adding up, homie. So anyway, that's coming up. I'm gonna do some shorts too, man. I'm like y'all. Thank y'all for watching that short. Man, I did a short today. Well, I did a short today on these jokers right here floating uh with the screws. Watch that. They got the screw stand up through the. Amazing. I didn't know they did that. I had dropped some screws inside the dust cap of the A series, and when I moved them out, they got the screws sitting up. I got a short, y'all. Where they got the screw, big old heavy, nice heavy side, just sitting up just like this, all four of them, going through the rubber. And I thought that was amazing. But anyway, uh, we going to see, what all they got the bump black plate. It's nice, polished. But I don't judge about necessarily how good it look. I got some prior experience with mats, building for the Procast and Monster Series subs. So I expect this and this brother to do very, very well. Very, 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 very well. Even though these are the ones made in China. The rest of the mat stuff is made here in the United States, USFA. The Juggernaut, the Monster, the Procast. Somebody said, nah, it's assembled here. I think you need to do your homework, your research. Mats makes a lot of this stuff here, and it's very affordable. It is. Yeah. Competitively priced. Oh, How loud would I be my phone down? Conair is king. What are your thoughts on lithium and the fire risk? I think anything installed correctly, you don't have to worry about no fire risk. But if you don't know what you're doing, you stay away from it. Some technology you need to stay away from. What do you think about the Dear Bouncer positive 8-inch subwoofer? I don't think nothing about it. I will not have an opinion about it at all. I will tell you this: that woofer will not be on the channel for my own patriotic reasons. So here we go. No, we ain't going nowhere. The Ground Zero 688. Did y'all see the video when I went to go pick up? Look at the Max Dreadnought 8, which I bought as soon as I saw it, and this one, which I did go to get. I bought this. Then I turned around and bought this, and I seen the Ground Zero. I was looking for the Ground Zero hydrant uh, for myself, and he didn't have one in stock. So with that being said, I went and bought this boy right here. Now he got a real soft suspension, which tells me unless he got some superb motor strength that I just don't know about QES, that he's gonna need a very, very now. He should have a lot of this suspension is very, very soft. And he told me this whoop had never been mounted, so I know this is gonna be it should be fine in that .4 box. This should be starting off in .4, but we're gonna test them off in different sizes. These shouldn't go no bigger than .75. Any 6.5 shouldn't go no bigger than .75 just on the basis of the cone area. All right, unless you go up to that 1506, then it's another story. If you were to choose between the two Sundown, between the Sundown ZV615 and the B2 Rage 12, Rampage 12, which one would you choose? The B2 Rampage 12. The reason why, because I want the cone area. Now, if you change that Sundown ZV6, wait, say ZV6 15 and a B2 Rampage 12, which one would you choose? If I'm going for SPL, I'm gonna choose the ZV6 15. I ain't see that. I thought, why would you compare a 15 to a 12, man? That ain't making no sense. Yeah, if I'm cone area king, I'm gonna take the ZV6 15. If I'm trying to get the absolute most most output, but if I was to do that, I wouldn't use that toilet seat. I'm gonna call Brian or Jacob. They might answer the phone for me. They might not because they're mad at me right now. But I don't care. They get over real mean. I will call and say, hey, man, take down. I do not want that big. I want all that rubber. All that rubber. I want all that rubber. That sounded crazy. I don't want all that cone. I mean, all that surround. I want cone. So change over to SPL surround. That's what I would do with most of their subs. Because I want more balance output. Give me the SPL. So I want all that motor force, all that throw. Get rid of that big toilet seat. That's all I want. That's all I would do. And then it's a whole different sub. More balance, in my opinion, on any level. The U is a great sounding subwoofer, SA2. If you just want to kill lows, keep that big toss around. But if you want more balance subwoofer, ask them and they'll do it for you. Just, hey, man, give me the SPL. I know if you buy them down south, I think you can. That's an option. Yeah, 'cause he's one of the biggest. I don't know if you can get the Woofer Consider 1800 because they sell them too. But I know you can ask for the SPL surround, man. What's the Cadence Beastmaster sub? I seen that. And they got some H2 I'm gonna put on the channel. I'm finna do everything live now instead of. It's more convenient to just do it live than to do a video and upload it. So I'm gonna do it live and get out it. But look, man, I don't think Andy should be on now. Uh, I don't know what. Yeah, you got Clinton. Look, man, appreciate it, Clinton. You love that Birds box, don't you? You got another one coming over here too, man. But people gonna Clinton, man. I appreciate the support. People gonna go where they want to go to get their box, man. Y'all stay positive. Base on. Enjoy your family. Enjoy this Mother Day weekend. Do something special with your mother, man. Don't I'm gonna do something special with mine. Without my mom, I wouldn't even be here. That's the other person paying who I care. Outside of the person on the side of the screen right here. That's the only person that pain who really matters to me in the world is my wife. And then my two boys. And then my mother. Okay, so happy Mother's Day weekend, y'all. Uh, uh, I'm about to. Are you going to watch the Lakers game now? Heck, no, I ain't watching the Lakers game. I ain't watched basketball since. But let me get off, man. Let me get. I watch football, man. You see the side, man. I watch. Ain't nothing skinny about me. I'm solid, man. Two. It's 220 right here. Hey, uh, that with your wife, your mother. End of the day, bass on. Go watch Andy McGill's channel. I think he should be on Living Loud with Kicker. Shouts off to all the YouTube people in the family, man. Big D, Parker the Shire, all y'all. We wish y'all the best, man. And peace. Oh, get there if you need a box. 404-694-4818. And as always, please listen.